Sorry about that.
It's dead quiet right now.
Welcome.
All right. Thank you for being patient. We got a full docket of great speakers, and this is certainly no exception. We're very excited to have you in Winnipeg. Please welcome Todd Haberkorn from Fairy Tale.
Oh, hi guys.
Hi.
It would be that mic, I think. Yeah, the mic. It would be this mic.
That one, it looks more like a lightsaber anyway. Yeah, I like that.
There's a lightsaber tournament going on upstairs.
I saw that. I saw 3 beheadings. Hi everybody. Happy Friday. My convention has already been made because I saw David S. Pumpkins walking and checking in. So already it's done on a Friday. I don't know how much I can, well I guess I can talk about it because like they just posted the returning cast list for Fairy Tale. Because like for a while I didn't know what I could say, and so when people would ask me to conventions, they're like, so are you coming back for it? I mean, I knew that I was, but it's always weird how these NDAs work. It's almost like when celebrities are like clearly dating, but then when they get asked about it on a show, they don't talk about it. It's that kind of thing, and I don't like being like that. I want to tell you guys everything, except what I eat for breakfast because it's complicated. I have many cereals that I go between. Do you guys do you do cereal in the morning anymore? I mean, is there a certain age that I should stop eating cereal?
I make waffles.
You make waffles? You eat oatmeal for dinner? What do you put in it? You don't put fruit or sugar or anything? Straight up oatmeal. Do you use milk or water? Water? Wow! You're like my grandpa. My grandpa drinks coffee black. Nothing in it. You like your coffee black? So what you're basically telling me is, you are an 85-year-old man that has come back to this plane of existence to save our realm. And you needed a human vessel. And you've taken the vessel of a 13-year-old boy? I was going to say 14, I should have gone with that. I said 13 because I'm like, well, he eats his oatmeal with nothing on it. That's a young decision. But at the same time, it's an older decision? I don't know. So, thank you for saving our realm. So whenever that happens, let us know and you can go back to whatever history you're from, wherever they have oatmeal. No one else does that, right? Please tell me you put stuff in your oatmeal. What do you put in your waffles?
Coffee grounds.
Wait, okay.
But
So, I travel all over the world and I try different foods. I've had kangaroo, I've had things like that. What else have I had? I've had snail.
Frog legs?
I've had frog legs. And in all my travels, I've never encountered someone that's had waffles with coffee grinds on them. How did you discover this mistake?
I make them from scratch.
So you make the waffles from scratch?
Yeah.
And what kind of coffee do you grind on top of it?
Commoner's coffee.
Commoner's coffee. So how did you discover that this is a delightful thing that you should put into your body?
The internet?
The internet told you this.
Yes.
Alright, fair enough. I've seen things about fairy tale on the internet that I know I didn't voice, but there it is. There's some creative people with a lot of time on their hands. So, you've been doing this for how long?
Making my own food, or?
Well, I imagine you've been making your own food for a while. You are alive. But I mean, you're putting coffee grinds on your waffles, woman!
For your 3 years?
Wow! And have you converted anyone else to this
My mom.
practice? She loves it too.
Yeah,
Does
just
she love
sprinkle
it?
it on.
Does she love it because she's your mom, or does she love it because she really loves it?
She
'Cause
really loves
sometimes
it.
You'll never know though.
I don't know.
Your mom, parents lie to their kids. That's just what we do. It starts at a very young age. We say there's a fat man that's going to come down the chimney and bring you toys.
Have you said that to your son?
Yeah. I've told him that before. You know what? He doesn't eat his oatmeal with anything. He eats it with, he does milk. He doesn't do water. So maybe he's your nemesis. He might be. I don't know what he eats for breakfast a lot because he doesn't, he visits me, in the summertime, that kind of thing. And when he comes, it's I try to do the spoiling breakfast where it's I wake up and make a 7-course meal. Wake up at 3 in the morning, cook till 10. 10 servers in there, using huge, giant silver platters. No, it's not be my guest in the kitchen. Okay, so we've got waffles with coffee grinds on them. We've got oatmeal with water and no toppings or sugar of any kind. What else are we eating for breakfast in Winnipeg?
Ice cream, tea, or coffee.
You are 11 years old. I'm always 1 year off. You're 12 years old and you drink coffee. Just black?
I steal my mom's coffee.
You steal your mother's coffee. At gunpoint? Or how does it work? You appeal to her sympathy. You act like you need this coffee. And then you say you're a bad mom and you don't give it to me. And then you get your friends to pretend to be CPS on the phone and say, why aren't you giving your kid coffee? And that's how you get it. It's a very long, drawn-out process. So how many cups are you drinking a day? What's the size of the cup? You've drank so much coffee that it's inhibited your ability to know quantity. Is it bigger than your phone? No. Okay, so it's a shot glass. So you're taking shots of coffee every morning. What?
Would it be bad to say my sister actually eats pasta in the morning, she's Italy, with a spoon and a fork, and she's
What did she put on it?
Tomato sauce and
Were you about to say she put spaghetti on her noodles? Were you about to say she put spaghetti on her noodles?
Yeah.
What's going on in this town? I feel like I'm in the upside down with breakfast. Is there anyone that eats an egg sandwich?
No.
None of you?
Sorry.
Okay, one.
I have-
Good. Okay, good. Thank you.
I have had ice cream for breakfast a few times.
Where was your mama?
My mom lives in Brandon. I'm on my own.
Was that the first thing you did? You're like, bye mom, yeah, great, see you later.
No.
Ice cream.
No.
What kind of ice cream are you eating?
It depends on what kind I get. Yesterday I got sherbet.
Do you hunt it every day or do you acquire it and put it in the freezer?
I have it in the freezer.
So you don't know what kind so what's your go-to kind?
That's hard.
Well, tell me your top 3.
That's even harder.
So are you eating it for more than just breakfast? It seems like you have it seems like you are, you ever seen those movies where the movie star, they cut to him and he's awesome and fabulous, or she's wonderful and flamboyant and gorgeous, and then they cut to that one person that loves them a little too much? Do you have posters of ice cream in your room? You didn't deny it.
Because I'm laughing right now.
Let me guess. What flavors do you like? Probably straight up vanilla. Do you like that?
Sort of.
Sort of? Okay.
Sort of.
What about coffee crisp ice cream? That's your favorite.
I love the chocolate bar. I haven't had the ice cream.
Oh, you haven't had ice cream, okay.
No. I do like chocolate
Just straight up chocolate?
and mint,
And see, I like mint chocolate chips.
strawberries.
Yeah, okay. I have an experiment for you. Have you ever made your own milkshakes?
No.
You eat this much ice cream, you don't make your own milkshakes? Do you know how to do it?
No.
It's one of the easiest recipes. So take the strawberry ice cream next time, yeah? Chop
Okay.
up some extra strawberries,
Okay.
throw it in, maybe put some coffee grinds, blend it up.
Maybe I will do that.
And let me
Actually,
know how
wait,
it tastes.
egg whites. Egg whites make it fluffy.
Don't listen to that. Don't take the advice of someone that eats coffee grinds on waffles.
I don't know. Maybe I'll
I
do
don't
that
want to ask
too.
about lunch and dinner. So you've got Halloween coming up. Now, are you guys getting your Halloween fix here in terms of like, you know what, here's my cosplay, I'm not gonna worry about Halloween, Halloween's middle of the week, I don't wanna mess with that. Are you still, is this just amping you up for Halloween?
No.
Coffee Grinds, what do you say?
I have a name.
I know, it's Coffee Grinds.
Okay. I don't know what cosplay to wear, and there's too many cosplays in my closet.
What's your vast, like, more than 20?
More than 20.
How long have you been cosplaying?
2014, so
you,
long.
well, not that long. You've got more than 20 cosplays. That's impressive. Do you make them all, or do you?
I made most of mine, yeah.
So you know you're like a master seamstress then?
I'm a fashion school graduate, so yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta be. What about when you do your own wigs and everything?
I style my own wigs.
That's hard to do. Congratulations. What was the hardest cosplay to do that's in your closet right now?
Oriana from League of Legends.
Oriana?
Yeah.
A giant sentient Oreo that
No.
fights.
No, it's a giant robot.
Oh, sorry. I meant robot. So giant robot, what does it consist of? How long did it take you to make it?
A year?
A whole year.
A year.
Wow, that's
yeah.
impressive. Was there any point where you're like, why am I not just a potato sack? Did that go through your head at all?
No.
So how did you break it down? Did you look at the image and go, okay, let's break this down into pieces and see what materials we can use, etc. What was your process?
I found tutorials online.
Yeah.
And then I used those tutorials, and then I got my friend to tell me where to get the supplies.
Oh yeah. What was the hardest supply to get?
Warbler? Because it's so expensive.
War blood is expensive?
Yeah.
Well, you're not doing it right. Aren't there like little forgotten alleys around town and stuff like that? Like why do you need war blood? Why can't you just get like regular, like...
Because I break stuff easily
Dead
and I'm
guy
very
blood.
clumsy.
Oh. Well, then you should have a lot of blood if you're very clumsy. How did you use the war blood? Where does it go on the giant Oreo?
On my arm.
Okay. Just right here?
Yeah.
That's not a lot of war blood. That's one homeless person.
It's like from here on down to my wrist. And
Oh,
then,
covered.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's a family. It's a family. Okay.
And then as a chest plate,
Mm-hmm.
and then on my skirt.
That's a lot of blood. That's a whole family. That's like a family of like 4 kids, maybe. Have you killed before?
No.
There's tutorials online about it.
My friend knows how to kill people.
They're called Steven Seagal movies. You don't see Steven Seagal movies?
No.
That's your next cosplay. I want you to be Steven Seagal from Hard to Kill.
Okay. And then
Or Under Siege 2.
Okay.
But you have to be hanging out of a train.
Okay. I can do
Okay.
that.
Alright. She said she can do it. That's
I will
it.
just Instagram you the picture.
Thank you. Now, what about everyone else in terms of Halloween? Are you going to be dressing up next week, or are you guys...
Nope.
No dressing up?
No, I have to work.
You have to work on Halloween? Me too.
Me too.
I'm in the studio from 7:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. that day.
Ooh.
It's,
A lot worse than mine.
well, I guess it's all relative. In the morning will be Fairy Tale at 7:30. And then I will go and direct the show I'm working on. And then I'm going to go work on, there's a show called Lost Song? Last Song? Last Hope? Lost Hope? Yeah, that show. Yeah, that's coming. We do a lot of stuff. So anyone else, I'm sensing this room hates Halloween, because when I mention Halloween, they're like, I don't mean for you to become Halloween. I mean, do you enjoy dressing up for Halloween?
I enjoy dressing up. It's just I always end up being one of those really cringy costumes.
Like what? What do you feel is a cringy costume?
Inflatable dinosaur.
That's okay. I saw an inflatable Triceratops. That could have been you. Yeah.
Triceratops always know what they're doing.
You know what?
Are you Triceratops?
That's what I think. They always know what they're doing, except when it comes to prolonging their life. Too soon? So, what are some other costumes that you've thought about?
I don't know. I go to the store. Oh, cool costume. Okay, bye.
Well, see, that might be why you find cringeworthy costumes. You give it less thought than when you make your oatmeal. You know what I do is in June usually, I'm like, okay, I need to start thinking about my costume. It's June, I've got plenty of time.
No.
And then August rolls around, I'm like, okay, still time. Then late September rolls around, I'm like, okay, I'm buckling down, I'm deciding this week, and I decide on it. Then October 15th rolls around, I'm like, wow, it's October 15th already. Then October 26th rolls around, and I'm like, I've got nothing. Actually, I do have a costume, I do. I've got to go supposed to go to a costume party Monday, but guess what I'm going to be doing?
You're gonna be happy.
I can't be happy, although I do love blue cats. I'm going to be, that's another day.
being Natsu?
Where, like, I'll be Natsu in the morning. It'll be another 7:30 to late day. That's right, I'm going to be that guy right there.
And I've never opened it.
I have one that I haven't opened too. I started recording it this week. And again, I feel like I can talk about this because it says I'm coming back. So the episode airs when? Monday? Right? I think.
Maybe.
Something on Monday.
Sunday? Okay, so yeah, I mean, I can talk about it. But yeah, I hopped back in and recorded more fairy tale this week at my studio. And it was, the animation looks good. It's a little tighter. It's a little more crisp. And everybody's doing just fine. Everyone's still alive. I dig it. I like it. There's a new director, Kyle Phillips. He's a director. He directed Ace Attorney, Dagashikashi season 1 and 2, a lot of shows at Funimation. He took over because Tyler, who directed it for the first 6 seasons, he's writing the show. So he's just writing it, and then Kyle's going to direct it. And it was a little weird to have that change, but I love Kyle. Kyle's great. It's all good. So I hope you guys like it. The first episode, Sunday, I guess, and then we have 59 more episodes after that. But it's not the final season. Everyone says this is the final season. There's the 100 Years War, and then there's going to be more Fairy Tale Zero. So it's not the end. We're going to Naruto this thing. Yeah,
Or
so
Bleach.
I'm ready. Or Bleach, yeah. I remember recording the last episode of Bleach.
Or Sailor Moon, because
Yeah.
that went to 300, I think, or 500.
And I died very early.
Yeah, you
in the
did.
show. And I knew it. It was because of my boot choices. You don't have that flashy of a boot if you want to live.
Or you don't flirt that well with Mars. Don't.
Yeah, I think being a bad guy in that show was probably not my cup of tea. No, working on Sailor Moon was a lot of fun. Definitely less harsh on my voice than
Italy!
Italy actually was not harsh on my voice. There are some roles that sneak up on me that I don't think I'm gonna lose my voice doing. But like when I did My Bride as a Mermaid, totally lost my voice several times. And I was like, why would I lose my voice? Yeah, and when I did Watanuki and Holic, totally lost my voice in that show. And it's like, why would I? Surely I'm not gonna lose my voice. I totally did. What's that?
Yeah, you did a lot of screaming.
Well, I didn't know at the time. So I was like, oh, he's just like a nerdy little twig man. And then definitely lost my voice.
Nope.
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 Then with video games, we lose our voice a lot because we work on these war games. So I just worked on another game. It's a sequel to a game that I worked on years ago. I can't say. But it's so funny because, well, it's not funny for me or my throat, but the scenario will be funny a year from now when I'm thinking back on it. I walked in the studio, and when they showed me the trailer of the game, they didn't know that I worked on the first version, the first one. And so I was working on the first one, and I told them, I said, oh my gosh, this is the sequel. I did the first game, and I lost my voice for 9 days, 9.5 days doing it. And they were like, everybody, for some reason, laughed at that. That was weird. I was like, oh, that's funny, I lost my voice for And so we're talking about it, and they go, "You're definitely not going to do that here. Totally not going to do that to your voice."
They
Guess what
lied.
ended up happening?
They lied.
They lied.
Yeah, totally lost it. But I only lost it for 2 days. 2 days, not 9. So it's an improvement. So maybe by part 3 of this game, I'll only lose it for a couple of hours. We'll see. It's progress. It's baby steps. Baby steps. But yeah, no, I have done a lot of directing recently. Netflix sits right next to me when I direct, because I direct these shows. So a lot of the live action shows that are on Netflix originals that come on Netflix, when they have an English track, those English versions have to be directed. They have to be totally done. It's basically like it's essentially the same process as when we work on fairy tale or an anime, because someone has to translate those scripts to English, then that English script has to be adapted, and when we say adapted, it means like, if the actual translation of the line is clear glass table, well, that doesn't make sense. We have to say there's a clear glass on the table. So we have to adapt it, but then it also has to fit the image that we see, the mouth movements. So then that gets done, and then someone has to cast it and cast the voices to fit the people on the screen, and then they have to direct it. So that's what I'm doing in between all those other, voicing things. And so that's why my days are like, wake up, I'm up so early that the sun goes, oh my God, you're awake, okay. I'm like, hi, it's me.
Yeah, definitely worse than what I do.
It's but see, that's the thing. It's not that it's worse, I guess. It's that it's
At least you're not washing dishes all day.
You know what? There's a TED Talk on that, and that thought process. I used to have that thought process. There's a whole TED Talk on it about how that's like the wrong avenue to go down, because then you could say that about anything. So you could be like, you could have a job where you gotta kill people, and then you say like, oh well, at least I'm not the one getting killed, but you're killing people for a job. You know what I mean? So I need to find out what that TED Talk is. I'll tweet it out. But
Okay.
I need to try these new breakfast things that you're talking about. I'm gonna try it once. So is it a light sprinkling
Light
of
sprinkle,
coffee grinds?
light sprinkle of a mixture of coffee grounds, cinnamon.
Now wait a minute, there's more ingredients here, so continue. This isn't just coffee grounds. There's more, cinnamon, and what else?
Brown sugar.
You are a clickbait. See the girl that eats waffles with coffee grinds. And then when we click on it 15 times, like, and there's brown sugar and cinnamon and maple syrup, and there's a little bit of an egg on top, and tell me all the ingredients, come clean.
That's all. It's just... it's literally, that's it.
Okay. All right.
What?
I may try that next week in my delirium.
What you need to try is a bun, peanut butter, jam, bologna, pickle, and cheese. So good.
Peanut butter,
Okay.
jam, pickle, bologna, and cheese?
What?
She's lying.
I don't know what to believe. I don't know if what you're telling me is fake news. You've got to take the sandwich. It's terrific. It's a tremendous sandwich. You put peanut butter and jam, pickles and bologna, and you eat it. It's delicious. It's wonderful.
You're forgetting an ingredient.
Don't forget the cheese. The biggest slices, the best slices of cheese in the world. And the coffee grinds. Hello, coffee grinds. We love you, coffee grinds.
Ice cream on the side?
Ice cream.
Ice cream on the side. I love ice cream on the side.
So, are we ordering food right now?
We're ordering food like we're a giant pregnant woman who needs to eat many things. Actually, when I was pregnant, I didn't have a lot of these cravings. Now, outside of coffee grinds. I mean, we have two children that drink coffee every day. Do you drink coffee?
Yes.
What's your routine? How many cups do you do a day?
4?
Okay, 4 cups a day.
Yes.
How much do you weigh?
Huh?
How much do you weigh?
Why?
I'm just trying to think of the coffee
120?
ounce ratio to your weight ratio. So you drink, okay, so you drink like, so let's say you drink 1, 2, 3, 4, like 32 ounces of coffee a day, right?
Yeah.
So that's roughly, you drink about 2 pounds of coffee a day, right?
Yeah.
I can't do the math. I do 1 cup every other day. I can't do it each day because I'm scared that I will become like a 5-cupper a day. And I don't know what that does. I started drinking coffee when I was a little kid, younger than you. My mom made me drink coffee.
Whoa.
I know it was weird. That is a whoa moment. Because I'm like, Mom, why can't I just have like kid drinks, like the purple stuff? And then she's like, son, you have to drink coffee, son. This is what we do in this house. I go, pretty sure I've been in this house my whole life and that was never a thing. But I started drinking coffee then.
No, my parents are the opposite.
What's that?
My parents are the opposite.
They didn't want you to drink coffee.
No.
You're defying them by drinking
Yeah.
coffee. You do this solely to rub it in their face with the coffee.
I have Asian parents. I should rub it in their face by now.
What kind of parents do you think I have?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Asian parents, like I don't know.
I forgot.
I'm still on this Halloween thing. I still feel like people are lying. They're saying they're not going to dress up, but I have a feeling you want that candy. You will be dressing up.
Not in Winnipeg.
No.
Not in Winnipeg.
Hey, just shut the lights off, lock the door, and take the candy for yourself.
Boom.
So no one in this room is going to try to go trick or treating for the acquisition of candy.
No.
You will. You're still age appropriate. You, coffee grinds, I would give candy to, but I would seriously be shaking my head the whole time.
I have a little sister. I think it's allowed.
They can, but if your hand goes out, immediate head shake. Anyone else going trick or treating? How old are you? A little happy?
11.
Okay, you can trick or treat. When was the first time you went trick or treating?
She was 3.
When you were 3. Do you remember what you were besides a candy thief? Okay. You were a princess. You were a princess candy thief. So legally you could because you were a princess. What was the best year where you got the best candy? Last year? Yeah. Were we talking like king-size candy bars or just like a variety of candy? Big variety. Did you get that candy? You're like, I've never even heard of that. I don't think it's even legal in this country candy. There's some neighbors where it's like, I see their candy, I'm like, where are you getting that? No one wants to touch that. What country is that from? Because I'm pretty sure it didn't pass any USDA regulation things.
My neighborhood gives out money.
It gives out money? Where's your neighborhood?
Why?
Where's your neighborhood?
Linden Meadows?
Linden Mouse?
Linden Woods.
Linden Woods?
Yeah.
Linden Woods. So how much do-re-mi are we talking here?
I don't know. Last time I had it was like $20.
Per house?
No.
Oh, total?
Yeah, because I didn't trick or treat that much.
Oh, so, okay. But had you gone to many houses, you probably could have racked up a car payment or something, right?
I don't know, maybe.
Linden Mouse. Okay. Good to know.
They gave like dollars and then some.
Loonies.
Yeah, they gave out loonies. Some of them.
Toonies.
They gave 50 cents.
Throonies.
That's not a thing.
It's not a thing because you didn't go to enough houses. Okay, so they're gonna give out money. I've never thought about that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like a Halloween sphinx when kids come to my house. I'm gonna give them a riddle. If they get the riddle correct, they get to pick from the candy bin. If they get the riddle incorrect, they get to pick from the stinky vegetables bin. We're talking durian, fruit.
I love durian actually.
You love a lot of weird things. And like, what's another yucky fruit? It looks cool. Dragon fruit looks cool, but I don't. Yeah, it's not very tasty. I don't know. But yeah, there'll be an assortment of things. But I don't want to give vegetables a bad name because I like vegetables. I don't want it to be like they're my fall guy on Halloween.
You could be like me this year and actually make a mini Not Scary Farm.
Not Scary Farm?
Yeah.
I like that. What does that tell me about this?
Me and my friends, instead of trick-or-treating this year,
Yes.
we're going to set up my house.
Tell me more.
Have a giant fog machine.
Keep going.
Some of my friends are underneath the porch.
Hit me with it.
And then we're going to jump on scary little
Yes.
things as many times as we can.
Okay.
And we have a Slender Man in the forest beside my house.
Willingly or did you trap him?
Willingly.
Okay. So he kind of gets the raw end of the deal.
Yes.
Because you guys actually get to move around and stuff. He's like kind of just hangs out
He just
back.
hangs around.
Can I not sign up for that position? I'm real cranky when it comes to like doing stuff like that. I want to be like in there scaring kids.
We have sliders, like the guys
Like
in
hamburger, like here's some food. Like I don't eat meat.
No, I mean the guys with like the knee pads that have sparks when they slide down, the same as Not Scary.
Never heard of it.
Oh wow.
When I'm finished getting the money from your neighborhood, I'm gonna come over and check this out. Okay. All right. Seems like you do a lot. You do a lot of things. What are the other ingredients of your Halloween thing? I feel like you're not telling me everything. Where's the cinnamon? Where's the brown sugar?
That's it.
That's what you said about the waffles. And then 10 minutes later, we discovered there are 2 key ingredients that were left out. Is there electricity involved? For the fog machine, maybe?
Yes.
There you go. You kept an ingredient from me. What else are we going to discover? Is there a house for a background?
Yes, there's a.
Well. Look at all these ingredients we're discovering. A little Brett Kavanaugh here. Okay.
Pigeons?
That's not true, actually. If this were a Brett Kavanaugh situation, I would have asked you 0 questions. Anyway, okay, so we're dressing up for Halloween a little bit. No one's trick-or-treating save for Happy back there, and maybe you.
Yeah.
That's it? Is Halloween a big thing up here?
Meh.
You like Halloween? What, do you watch scary movies during this time? Which one do you watch? Halloween Town? That's a scary movie? Should I watch that? Now, are we talking scary movie it's good, or scary movie like,
I recommend The Nun when it comes out on DVD.
Oh, the Nun. Okay.
I love that
But
movie.
isn't that the point? That scary movie scared me. I don't recommend it. No. So what are the top 3? Your top 3 favorite Halloween movies? You like the one that just came out? No, the original. I need to see. I saw that when I was a kid, and I need to see it again. I want to see the new one, for sure.
I got it for my dad.
You got it for your dad?
It's-
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. can't
I
wait to see-
will not watch it.
The original's actually better for me for some reason.
You like the big spider?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of silly. That's okay. More it for you. You don't want to watch it?
I don't like scary movies.
Was it hard for you to buy the scary movie knowing that you're contributing to the horror franchise and the horror industry in
Not
general,
really, 'cause
thereby proliferating more horror movies, the very genre that you don't like?
I was getting it for my dad because he doesn't like celebrating his birthday anymore.
But the box
So-
office doesn't know. They go, don't worry about that money. She doesn't like horror movies. They're like, yeah, she loves horror movies, and they're going to make more just for you.
No.
Did your dad watch it?
I'm not sure if he has watched it, but I know that
Is he still alive? Or
Yes,
did the
he's
movie-
still alive.
Okay, because the movie's scary.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
I feel like you need to now.
No, I've seen scary movies when I was a kid, and that kind of traumatized me.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been watching scary movies when you were a kid. What was the last scary movie you watched before it turned you off of them?
It's probably when they were watching a Scream movie, and I was peeking out through the crack in my door when I was a kid.
Hello, Sydney. Yeah, that was pretty
Would
scary.
it be bad to say my little sister got me into it? and I'm talking to her right now, and she wants me to get her some type of scary poster.
Some type of scary poster.
Oh yeah, there was also Chucky.
Yeah, there was a Chucky poster upstairs. I don't know.
There you go.
I am not watching Chucky anymore.
She loves Chucky. She loves any kind of scary movie.
You didn't know Chucky was a horror movie?
It's a creepy doll.
You know what's a creepy doll? Annabelle.
You
And
didn't know Chucky was a horror movie?
I was a kid.
What do you think he's doing with that knife? Where's all the ketchup come from? It comes from meat sacks called people. Anyway, glad I was able to solve that riddle for you. You get the stinky fruit.
Thanks.
So at this convention here, what year is C4 in? Like, bring me up to speed.
shoot. C4's this con. It's
Central Canada Comic Con,
Yeah.
right? C4.
It's been since 2000 something. 2000.
Anybody know? How many people have been here more than once?
Me. I'm sorry.
Oh, so you guys should know.
This is literally my first con.
Ever?
Yes, and you liked my tweet.
Yay.
I was really happy about that.
Well, good. I'm glad you're here. What are you drinking?
Iced tea?
That's a big iced tea. That's like a 50 cal bullet. You gonna finish that thing?
Yes, and I have another one in my bag.
2013. 5 years.
5 years. Thank you. Wait a
I've been
minute.
to the first one.
You said 2015?
2013.
13. Okay.
Because I've been to that one as well. I've been to the beginning. Since the beginning.
And what was the name of that neighborhood again? Lionel Monkey?
Linden Woods.
Linden Woods. Sorry, I was close. That's close. I think that my name is a better name for the neighborhood. Okay, so 5 years for this convention. Was it always here?
Yeah. It was always here.
Uh-oh, I hear dissension. Where was it before? Someone said no. And now they vanished. In what?
Narnia.
In Narnia? This is the first convention in Narnia.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
cool.
know we had it once at another convention center by the airport. But I think that was the anime Winter Wonderland.
Winter Wonderland? Oh, I see someone Googling it.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It evolved. It started out as the Manitoba Collectors Expo that started in 1994.
Oh, and then its second evolution is this.
Yeah.
What's its final form?
I think this is
This is the final form.
This is the final form. This is DLC.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Very cool. The Manitoba Collectors Club is what you...
Yep.
Right on. You can go and collect people.
a really, really small grassroots thing that people did, and it was purely comic books. And
Yeah. Okay. So they've got a pretty strong comic book collection here, I guess. See, I'm spoiled with comics now. Like, I just wait for the trade. I just like it when it all comes out at once. I don't want to read it, like, and wait. I want to binge it.
I'm the same with anime.
You're saying the anime, yeah?
Yeah.
So when this episode of Fairy Tale comes out, you're going to be one.
I still have a lot to get caught up on.
What episode are you on?
I know that they're at the games.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot to watch.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Fairy Tale episode so far? Mint chocolate chip.
It's been a while since the last time I watched Fairy Tale, but
Didn't you say you were just catching up?
I said I have to catch up
What are
on
the
it.
other ingredients we're missing here?
A computer. I don't have that.
You have a computer in your hand that's more powerful than the first NASA shuttle.
Your phone.
I'm busy with it right now.
But once we're done, it's very
Nah.
tough.
I have to pay my phone bill for the mobile data.
I will have something for you so that you can see Fairy Tale things at my table. I think I have them still. I got you.
Okay.
Is everyone else caught up in Fairy Tale?
Yeah.
One episode in season 9.
1 episode left. Did you just get to the finish line? You're like, 275 is good enough.
I haven't seen it 'cause it's still sub. I need that though.
It should be out. Huh.
I mean, it's for the second episode.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So you're all caught up though. Yes, sir. Okay. And you, sir. Okay, good. Happy? Are you caught up?
I've watched the series over 2 times.
Over 2 times. What?
Wow.
But you did all your homework first, right?
I didn't get homework. All my teachers in my sent me homework.
Are you just saying it because your mom's sitting next to you? And you really have a lot of homework, Dad. And you're fearful for your life because it's a criminal offense to have that much homework built up in Winnipeg.
Winter
I read
peg.
about that on
Winter peg.
Wikipedia.
Winter
We
peg.
call it winter peg. Winter peg Manitoba.
Are you in danger in Winnipeg, Manitoba? Blink once if you need help. Okay. All right. Very good. I'm trying to think if I've watched a show like that long twice. No. Well, Arrested Development I think I've seen like 2.5 times. 2.5. Man, that's wow. You are. So where's your fairy tale tattoo? Huh.
Oh yeah, which reminds me, you have one.
You probably like gray, don't you? Okay, good. You're back. I like it. Okay. So everyone else, who has not seen any fairy tale? Wow. Wow. Okay. Great. I don't feel awkward at all. Glad I wake up at 7:30 in the morning to record these episodes for you. Actually, it is pretty crazy to get up at 7:30 in the morning and record. I don't know any other human being in fairy tale that is recording that early, because usually we start at 10. But because Funimation is in like the central time zone, next week I have to, so whenever I start at their 10, it's my 8. And so, because next week's kind of crazy, I start at 7:30. So like, you know, sometimes people say like, oh, I hope to get into voiceover because I could just record in my underwear and stuff like that. Like that stereotype. I can record in my underwear. But I don't. Because I don't want to proliferate that thought process. I don't all the time. Next week I may because it's very early. I'm going to have to wake up super early to cook my oatmeal and get my coffee going. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to ask for tips from you later.
How do you get into voice acting?
How do I get into voice acting? Well, the thing about that is that everybody's journey is very different. There's no set way to get into it. That's what's so rascally about the chicanery of voiceover, is that it's like my method of getting in is different than Sean Schimmel, who plays Goku, that his method of getting into it is different than Johnny Bosch's method, Ichigo for Bleach. We're all in it, but we all got there in a different way, so there's not really a set path. There are ingredients that can give you the best chance of survival, kind of like a third-person video game. They're not all the same, but there are key ingredients that are. You're going to have a weapon. You're going to have herbs or something that will heal you. You're going to have a key card or a key or something like that. Those are kind of the similar trends that are through those games. They may take the form of an ink ribbon or a fire that you have to go to hit save. They're all a little different, but they're all similar themed. So in terms of getting into VO, I would say it's the same kind of theme that you would apply to anything in life. It's like working hard to be your best, treating people kindly along the way, and then loving what you do. So I would say that if you don't love voiceover, if your goal is just to go to a convention as a guest, voiceover is not for you. But if it's to be like, because you love it so much, and it's a dream of yours, and you're working on voiceover, and you blink and 6 hours have passed and you didn't even know it, then it might be up your alley. For me, I didn't even know voiceover. I didn't know people did it. I thought these cartoons came in, read the script, did it, and then Lionel went home, and Mickey went home with Minnie. They did what they did. Because no one told me. My mom just was like, "Here, son, watch this box with images in it. Let it raise you." And so no one told me any different until it's kind of, voiceover is kind of the last thing to come in my career, and it's been swell so far, luckily. So hopefully it'll keep going for a long time until I'm an 85-year-old man trapped in a 14-year-old body, trying to save this existence and sustaining my life with the bodily caloric fuel of oatmeal and coffee,
More like
with no flavoring and no sweetener. The blacker the coffee, the better. Good luck to you in your coffee and oatmeal journeys. It's good to see everybody. I'm going to go away now and figure out how to make my waffles with coffee grinds. And I'm going to go to Linden Monkey neighborhood during Halloween, and I'm going to clean up and make it rain. See you guys this weekend.
All right. One more time, give it up for Todd